What's going on, ladies and gents? Basic Sandrew here, and today's video is going to be a little different because it's not just gameplay footage this time. And in this video, we are going to be going over a 6-year-old Skyrim review kind of thing. He's sitting here in this video saying Skyrim's a piece of shit game, but then at the same time contradicts himself. Yeah, I know it's 6 years old, but I thought it'd be fun to go over it. Just show you guys, hey, this is out here. But yeah, I thought it was funny when I came across it. I was shown it. And in this video, I'm joined by Zaric G, the Unknown G12, and Alpacaswithouthats. So if you guys want to go check out their channels, I highly recommend it. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more of this content, just let me know and I shall upload more of this content. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video and peace.
Are you all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, so I'm going to record. I'll cut this part out if it's not useful.
Oh.
Okay, so can you see the screen? Can all of you see the screen?
I see a green screen. I just see a green screen. I can't see your screen.
What?
Oh, okay, what you have to do is you have to click where it says 4 and then go watch stream.
I got it. I was staring at my own self. Got it. Alright, we're good.
Okay. Yay.
Peace out the video.
Right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, or hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, Zaric G. I am joined here today by Salty. Let me show you the names here really quick. So we got Salty 1, Basic, and then Unknown, or Basic Sandrew here today. And I found an interesting video that's quite funny, and I've heard this said many times before. And, well, let's just get in to see how this video is. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, cool. So let's go.
In a previous video, I discussed the niche RPG market as well as the concept of power fantasy and how it's pretty much something here to stay, unfortunately. In a video I titled Mass Market Appeal. I recommend going back to that, checking the video description if you need catching up before you watch this video, but...
Which, is that bad or good? Like, I don't know, the way he said it just made me think that he was saying it was bad, but, I mean...
To me, it's just
he had a whole different video on it, so...
The main
yeah, he's just saying catch up on
showed why the Dovahkiin was power fantasy and the others weren't. To which 1,000 Marwyn fanboys rightly said that was shit, you know, the Dovahkiin.
Oh, really? Then that's an opinion.
A lot of people apparently dislike Dovahkiin.
Yeah, you can't blanket say it's bad. That's 100% your opinion.
And we watched this ahead of time, so he does not explain why it's bad. He just says it is.
He just blatantly says it is.
Yeah, and even if he did explain why it was bad, it's still, at the end of the day, an opinion.
Right. And the sad thing is that it didn't have to be shit.
Oh, and I would like to point out this was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to get shat on and say, oh, well, you know, that's an old video. Well, no, Skyrim didn't change.
Yeah,
like, the story in Skyrim's still the same.
The only thing that's changed about Skyrim is the graphics, and it just looks better. So
HD quality.
And they also had an anniversary edition plus the Creation Club, but base game wise, like with the story,
like what this guy's talking about, it's still the same.
Yep.
Theoretically, let's say, okay, we've established a universe in which you've played a ton of normies to become this awesome character later on. You start out as a peasant, a nobody.
You do literally that in Skyrim.
Yeah.
Like my playthrough right now, I'm literally a no one but a thief. So I don't know what he's.
And now, not only that, you're literally a prisoner at the start of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're literally about to get your head chopped off at the beginning.
I guess
of the
a prisoner means somebody. I guess to these fucking Skyrim haters. I guess.
Yeah. You're not even on the list to get your head cut off. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I know, and not only that, you're not even. Yeah, you just said that. Okay, never mind.
That's pretty bad when you're not special enough to even be on the list to get your head cut off.
Yeah, so that's low life to me.
Yeah, that's lower than low.
Low.
Rise up and become a hero. That's pretty much the way the Elder Scrolls works. The thing
that's power fantasy.
Yeah, that's power.
And not only that, I'd like to add, all RPGs are. Like, you're the main character. Like you're supposed to stop. You're supposed to stop the bad from becoming even badder, and you level up to fucking and you level up to get stronger. Like that's not power fantasy.
That's the base of the game to pass the missions, the quests or whatever.
Yeah,
level up.
That's what people play RPGs for.
Yep.
Yes. So they can become powerful.
It's all player focused.
Get immersed.
If you can make your character, that's player focused. So yes, that's power fantasy. If you can make your character, all of the Elder Scrolls games are pretty much like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, same with kind of Fallout.
Kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
In Skyrim.
Well, actually, no Fallout. Well, I don't know.
Kind of like it's based on a real-ish tone. But anyways, we're getting off subject.
Yeah.
Do they make Bethesda? I mean, does Bethesda make Fallout too?
Yeah, they, except for the first two games. They did not make the first two or Fallout New Vegas. Okay, let's continue.
All right.
That's off topic.
Yes, it is. Extremely.
That's the idea anyway. To make the gameplay awesome, make you feel awesome as the player. To make you feel awesome. Define
because you're the hero.
all the existing knowledge about how the universe works and pull a Star Destroyer down with your mind.
Okay.
I don't know what that has to do with Skyrim, sir.
Yeah, neither do I. Like,
like
dude?
Star Wars. Bro.
More changes in games. Like, that's been kind of a known thing.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
not a Jedi.
It's up for debate if it's good or bad, but this doesn't explain how Skyrim's power fantasy is bad,
well,
or how Skyrim didn't commit to it.
The way he's describing right now is just not good because he's using two different fucking games. Like this is Star Wars.
Well, not just that. The games are in two completely unrelated universes. One takes place in space.
And one takes place in
of course. And it's fantasy. It's medieval fantasy. Well, in Skyrim's case, it's Nordic fantasy. I don't know how. Well, he's not comparing. He's just saying that he's roasting Bethesda for screwing up the lore, which doesn't fucking matter.
It up.
I
don't know. It's unnoticeable to me.
I'm not a big Elder Scrolls lore guy, but I didn't think they screwed it up in my eyes. So.
No, you got to be a real big nostalgic fan in order to see that shit. So let's continue.
That's power fantasy. That's the Dragonborn.
That's not the Dragonborn.
That was Star Wars.
Yeah, that was Star Wars what you were showing. Which I do agree. Why would you use that as like? Why would you use? Yeah, they're not. And my question is, why would he use that to compare? They're literally not comparable.
Exactly.
Like, oh, well, these Star Wars games are just power fan. Like, dude, no. They're not even developed by the same people either.
Yeah, they're based on a movie.
Mm-hmm. So let's continue.
But as I said earlier, I agree with the Morrowind fanboys who say it's shit. Why is the Dragonborn shit, though? Well, it's because Bethesda Game Studios didn't commit to the premise.
Okay.
The premise
you can't just blanket say that it's bad. That's your opinion.
It's an opinion. Yeah. Okay, things that are good or bad are both opinions.
Yeah, that's subjective. 100%.
Like, because he thinks that they did bad and they didn't commit to it, but in my opinion, they committed well enough for it to immerse me in it, so...
Yeah, and the world, and like not only that, your character means something. Like
exactly,
for sure,
it means a superhero, basically.
Kind of, and
you
if you like
that way,
streamline the main story.
A world designed for him.
Luke Skywalker
containing.
Yeah, what?
I'm sorry, but last I checked, Luke Skywalker lived in space, and Skyrim was a Nordic medieval game.
As far as I knew, he was. I'm pretty sure he's on Tatooine.
There's lightning. You could shoot lightning in your hands in Skyrim, so I guess maybe that's why these images are showing up. Like,
that's what.
How is this comparable, dude?
Yeah, that's like Darth Vader, bro.
This is space fantasy. You fucking damn.
Load Skyrim and kill Darth Vader really quick.
So from this video I've gotten, it's meant for Luke Skywalker, but he's tired of playing as Darth Vader.
Or showing this.
Dragon souls to make my tummy happy. Embrace it.
That's the theme.
Yeah.
The theme is making your tummy happy, not mine.
Yeah,
anyone
or
else.
Basically
sucking up
making-
those fucking dragon souls.
Not your
That's
tummy, it's
literally
your...
the fucking theme of the game, dude.
Yeah.
Like, clearly, I don't know if he liked that theme, which is fine. I mean, if you didn't like it, but to say and try to talk like it's an objective thing is a bit ridiculous.
No, you
And
like you just have
you're
to play
literally
the...
called a dragonborn for a reason.
Yeah. And there's tales all throughout the game that you can hear about different dragonborns. You're not the only motherfucking
Yeah.
dragonborn.
Even the
Yeah.
Grey
God.
Maids say it up in the mountains.
They, like,
Yeah.
when you get into the, like, what's that one lady?
Oh, the Greybeards, I mean.
Delphine or whatever.
Yeah,
the lady.
Delphine. People hate her for some reason. They think she's a poorly written character.
I
don't know
thought
why.
she was. I thought she
Yeah.
was. I don't know. I thought she was fine in my opinion, but
She's
she
serviceable,
brings.
yeah.
this guy-
She's the one who brings the light to the Dragonborn a lot.
Yeah,
So,
she kind of persuades you to go do something about this
Yeah.
massive threat.
like
So-
your
Oh.
guy really has, like, in the game, your guy has no idea what the hell the Dragonborn is or is supposed to do. And then you get called, oh, the Dragonborns want you. You go do the Dragonborn shit, and then all of a sudden, Delphine, you go do Dragonborn shit. All of a sudden, you find a note. Delphine wants to meet you. Find Delphine. She explains everything. You're like, ah, I have a purpose. That's my purpose. I'm gonna do it.
Well, that's if you want to play it that way, because
Yeah,
the
if
thing
you-
is, Skyrim is such a huge game, man. You can
Yeah.
literally play as a normal person.
I'm
And
talking
just say
like
this,
if
guys.
you. I'm just
Yeah,
talking
no,
like
I know what you're saying.
I'm
Like,
talking,
yeah, if you want to, if you
yeah.
want to play the Dragonborn specifically, then yeah, that's fine.
Exactly.
So,
You need 2 sets of responses for NPCs. Basically, are you going to play your Dovahkiin card? And you're always going to have that card with you, assuming you've gotten that far in the main quest. It doesn't go away. It would be more work for voice actors and developers, but regardless, it was something that was needed to make Skyrim truly great.
It is
no,
already great.
dude, the fucking money goes into this. That's
Yeah,
why
plus
they
paper.
didn't have all these things. Like all
Yeah.
these people like to say that Morrowind and all these other older Elder Scrolls games have deep conversation. Well, first of all, bro, those games had those conversations because none of those motherfuckers were voiced. And not only that, Morrowind didn't have any deep conversations from what I played. At least, you know, when it came to generic or people you can just meet. I think Skyrim kind of had that a little better than Morrowind for sure. So we're gonna move on.
Well,
But this video, I mean, him saying that that was needed to make Skyrim great is actually adding to them not committing to this power fantasy.
that's true because
Like he's saying power fantasy isn't bad. He's just saying Skyrim's power fantasy is bad.
since
Which
I have no
That's a debate.
experience with the older Elder Scrolls, other than Oblivion, to me that
Yeah.
sounds like he's saying the storyline is what makes the game great, and the fact that it carries on to everything else makes the game great. But it's like, no, actually,
no,
the
that
fact
would make me
there's-
feel like I'm playing or forced into a role.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and like
And
you can play Skyrim and have it make sense without playing any of the other Elder Scrolls games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
that's
you
what I
don't
was-
need to play the other games to get what they're trying to show here. You don't even need to play the first few Elder Scrolls games to play Morrowind, the third Elder Scrolls game,
exactly.
or
Like
you
how
know,
they
even
just
Oblivion.
trash
You can
games.
just jump in.
I don't like
Well-
how videos just trash games and then they don't even like say that they put effort into it and that they I forgot what I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
it's
but
like I'd like to see you try.
yeah.
In the game is it truly acknowledged at all outside of the main quest. At the College of Winterhold, you could forego her quest, the test she has for you.
Okay.
Ooh, sure, though. And
You
first,
can-
and second, I know that he's referring to the girl that you have to, or the elf, I believe, that stands out, and you have to show off a spell for her. She asks you to cast a spell. What's that have to do with the Dovahkiin? That's literally side content, bro.
You.
That's
You're there to
something
learn
that-
side spells, not fucking
Yeah, not.
spells.
That's what he's gonna get
Yeah.
into. He's like, oh, we should have been able to tell her we were Dragonborn. Why? You're not
Well,
there
he's
to learn
already said-
shout.
He already said Dovahkiin, and that the fact that she fucking has a side thing that she doesn't. I forget. Let's just
Yeah.
hit play.
Atronach or cast a light spell or use calm. and just say, actually, I'm the Dragonborn, and shout for her, at which point she will
What?
go, oh, well, it appears the college has what you seek, which is exactly what she would say no matter what other part of the test you did. In other words, she just spouts the same generic line, and you being the Dragonborn is never brought up again. And I
Which
respect
means
it
it's irrelevant to the point he's making.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time focusing on this point. It's
Like
like,
what Sandrew said. You're not there to learn shouts. You're there to learn magic. But like, why do you have to show a shout that the Dragonborn can only do? Like that's just
yeah, like doesn't fucking
dumb.
make
Yeah,
sense.
because if
Like,
you're
not only,
there to learn
Unknown's
magic,
gotta-
she's not gonna care
and
about
not
shouts.
only that, the Greybeards, salty one. How far did you make it? Did you get to the Greybeards, the people in the hood that live on that big ass mountain?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the people don't care. They're Dragonborn too. Like they don't give a fuck if you're Dragonborn.
Yeah, the
Literally,
Greybeards.
there's like hardly anyone who cares if you're Dragonborn. Because
But anywho, the point we're trying to make is that it's not relevant for him to talk about the College of Winterhold. They're there to learn magic, not to fucking learn shouts. You tell the Greybeards you're Dragonborn, they pretty much let you in, and then they train you the 2 words or the 3.
That's funny because he's bringing
They
up the
can't
fact
commit
that
to it.
Dragonborn should mean so much, but it's like you said, like Sacred said, the Greybeards are Dragonborn, and the way the Jarl tells you is like, yeah, Greybeards are calling for you, bud. Might as well go up there.
Yeah, and not only that, you tell him. So I don't know what the fuck he's getting on about. This is side content. Like it would not make sense for random ass people that are not involved in your journey to being a Dragonborn to know that. Like,
Yeah,
and it's like
it doesn't matter. Like you can shout all over the fucking game. You could go into different holds and shout up in the sky, and they're like, "Oh, was that a shout?" They don't give a shit.
Yeah, we're not like a celebrity, dude. We're not getting like
for RPGs. That's a good thing for
autographs.
Like in
I
most
personally think so.
in most RPGs, you're kind of like the underrated hero, and in this game, it kind of takes the case.
Yeah.
So
continue.
You didn't want to call into attention the fact that you were Dragonborn. You just wanted to be a normal person.
Exactly.
And that's a fairly important thing for the Elder Scrolls, I feel, is to give you the freedom of choice.
Okay.
Oh, he's contradicting himself again. Wow.
Yeah, he just heavily contradicted himself. He's saying that he wants it to be like, oh, I'm the Dragonborn, I'm a badass character. But at the same time, he just said, but at the same time, I want to be a normal person.
That's an embarrassing contradiction.
He also literally was like, I want this random lady to care that I'm Dragonborn, but at the same time, I want to be a normal person, and I don't think she should care.
It's like,
called this word salad. What power fantasy isn't bad, Skyrim just couldn't commit to it. Word salad.
Choose to just play it low key. Like, yeah, I'll cast your light spell or whatever. But then the other way around is, you know that test? I just used my thumb. Holy crap! At no point.
Okay, hold on. I find it funny. Sorry, my speech is bad right now.
Yeah, it's probably at 10.
Yeah, but I find it funny that he kind of just like he pops up in the corner for a second and then he disappears.
In the entire quest line, does it respect the fact that you did that? Does it?
Yeah, it does. You're tasked to fighting Alduin, who is a massive threat to Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
You challenge him. You're the only fucking one because the other Dragonborns don't want to do it, and you're taken up to the task for it. So the main story acknowledges this. Like, I even think the base game does. I could be mistaken. I will need to play the main story again. I haven't played it in a year, actually, so...
I haven't played in a fat minute either. But
I'm just starting to.
As far as I remember, it pretty much, I don't know, it throws the fact that you're a badass in your face. So I don't know what he could be complaining about.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Acknowledge the fact that, holy crap, we have the Dragonborn here in our college. We need to treat him a bit differently, or at least ponder this for a moment. No. It was thrown in as
And
an
now he's
afterthought.
back to wanting to be treated differently
Yep.
because of being Dragonborn.
Yep.
Again.
Fucking word salad video.
Guys want a
So,
salad? Check out this video.
the-
Doing a
made of
reverse
words?
card on himself.
Actually, I'm the Dragonborn, and it's the only time in the game when it actually matters. It's never brought up again. I mean, can you imagine if instead of everyone treating you like dirtbag McShit apprentice, instead you were escorted into the Hall of the Elements. You weren't just told to go there, you were escorted, and they'd interrupt the class and say, this is the Dragonborn, or this one has the Thum, or some other well-crafted introduction. He'll be joining your class, 12th tier. I suggest you set your expectations high.
But it doesn't change the way that he is in the college. It's not like being Dragonborn affects his performance in the classes or
No, it doesn't.
anything
It's
like
not even. It
Just
has
that.
nothing to do with Dragon Shouts. Not even that. It has nothing to do with the main quest line.
The
The
thing
entirety.
is,
Matter.
the thing
Doesn't
is
know.
you go to a college to learn, so they're obviously not going to treat
Yeah.
you any different.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're like, just because he's Dragonborn, he came to the college to learn spells. Okay, let's teach him spells. Nah, he's the Dragonborn, he knows his shouts, let's fucking make him like a god in this college.
Instead of
Yeah,
teaching him what he came here to learn.
So yeah, I guess he wants that title. I mean, I mean, without it, you could play as even with the powers, you could play as a normal person.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's like because you're on your own journey. That's why they
It's
don't
like-
really care that it's none of their business.
In the college, like, for example, going to fight Draugr to find the Eye of Magnus, that's something an apprentice would be told, no,
What?
you aren't up for this.
Okay, hold on.
The Dragonborn.
Draugrs are actually kind of difficult, so if you're taking an apprentice to go delve into a cave and kill undead things,
Yeah, no, he's playing on novice.
that's kind of a non.
And not
Yeah.
only that, this dude plays heavily modded, man. This guy,
Yeah.
if you look up Zaric Zhakaron, he plays with 400 mods.
He plays some
I
crazy
don't know
modded
if
shit.
yeah,
Like,
and I don't know.
I've seen
if-
his,
we
I've
don't
seen
know.
his live streams. I've come out and I've watched a little bit of his live streams. I haven't seen too much of his live stream, but I've seen enough to know that this guy plays heavily modded. Like, the game is almost unrecognizable because of how modded this guy plays.
I know. So it just doesn't make sense. It's like if you're gonna say the Droger are that easy, then don't either play on novice or that heavily modded, dude.
Yeah,
Aren't Drogers sometimes Dragonborns if they have shouts?
yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
they
some of
actually
them
are. They're the
undead
Droger overlords.
They're
The
dra-
Droger
undead
overlords.
the undead Dragonborn.
I don't know what in the fuck he's saying. Fighting Drogers for novices.
For not send an apprentice to do that.
You should take that point and shove it up his Dragonborn ass.
Right? I
Yes.
hope he expects all of his students to die.
Yeah, so I can do the boost for die move.
All right, let's do it.
Handle this for us, please. All at all. And would have to do a bunch of small tasks to get up to that point. Whereas the Dragonborn would be fast-tracked through it. I actually did a different video talking about main quests briefly. And the fact of the matter is that in other games, the main quest is the game itself. Whereas in Bethesda games, specifically the Elder Scrolls and Fallout games, the main quest is fluff content. And
What?
the world
What?
How's
itself
it
is the
fluff
main
content?
No.
No, he's saying it's like main quests aren't that important.
Well,
yeah,
In a sense, I agree, but I mean, it's
Like,
really
they-
up to you.
yeah,
I mean,
that's
if
up
you
to
don't
how
feel
you
right
play.
after playing it, that you didn't like it, that's what I'd say.
hmm
So I don't know what he means by fluff content.
Like-
He's just talking like
The
an
main,
elitist, it seems like.
She's just saying that the story's not basically not even there. Basically, I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, actually, you know what? He is saying that. It is there, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
It's not.
game's literally.
It's what they start with.
Yeah, the game's literally just your character, how you play. So
How
Yep.
you build them?
Yep.
that's
And
the game.
if he's a good or if he's nice or mean,
Mm.
which is
They-
more than enough for me.
game. The problem is in the other games, the average Joe isn't expected to know or care about the things you
But those other games have nothing to do with Skyrim not committing to the power fantasy. You have
Yeah.
not explained fuck all.
Like,
You've said you wanted the game to be this way. That's an opinion.
yeah,
It's not a problem with the story. It's just you didn't like how they handled it, and that's an opinion at the end of the day, dude.
You've
Mhm.
done.
Yeah, he's just being
Only people in-
confusing.
Yeah, I know, and
He's-
it's like hard to actually pinpoint what in the fuck point he's trying to make because he's
Or
contradicting himself
thing-
so
Or whether he
heavily.
even likes the game or not.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
why do you even
I
play it
actually
if you're
think
gonna
he doesn't.
complain?
Like,
I'm
he
willing
says-
to go out and say I don't think he likes the game.
Like,
I mean, it's kind of funny. He mods the fuck out of it. I mean, if you
Mhm.
didn't like the game, why would you mod it?
yeah. And why would
Play
you
it.
spend so much time
Okay.
to mod it, to play it modded?
I know.
I don't know.
I'm not. I have never modded it like this, and I know damn well that it takes a lot of work to mod it as well as he did.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I don't. Again, as Salty Ones just said, I don't. Again, we don't know if this is coming off as like you're just shitting on the game because you
Yeah.
don't like it.
So the main
Like,
problem
I'm
I
not
have,
saying you
Just
don't.
straight up come and say that he doesn't like it.
yeah, like this is the main problem I have with this is the fact that he's making his opinion sound like a fact. It's like, dude,
Yeah, I know, and he's
This is-
talking like a fucking elitist, and he's
yeah,
not.
He's like, dude, this is
I've seen
the
videos
game.
of this dude saying shit like, "Oh, I have friends in the gaming industry," and it's like, why don't you bring him on?
yeah. Why don't you bring
Like,
him
he
on to
does
talk
these-
with you
like
about
this.
this game?
Yeah, like what
Like
the
this
fuck,
video-
dude?
now.
This video right here would have been great fucking prime
Yeah.
example for you to bring your friends on. Prime opportunity for him to bring
To
his
bring
gaming
your
industry.
Bethesda contacts on, like what the
Yeah.
fuck, dude? So anyhow,
Key positions are supposed to know because most of the stuff you do in those Elder Scrolls games is covert, secret. You're an agent of the Blades.
Which is
twice, by
why
the way,
you
once
don't
in-
want people to know you're Dragonborn, and it shouldn't matter to them because you're
no. Good
Yeah,
point.
He
Very
says
good
it right
point.
there,
Whoa.
secret. You're an agent of the Blades.
Yeah, like what the fuck, and you even go undercover in this game too. No one really even knows outside of the Delphine and the Greybeards. They don't fucking know you're
And the
dragon.
Jarl
Dragon
of
Ball.
Whiterun's the only one who knows outside.
At the
And that's
first.
it. That's it.
Yeah, that's
That's
it.
it.
And the only reason the Jarl knows is because you killed the dragon for him. And then everyone's
Yeah.
like, holy smokes, he just absorbed a soul.
Yep.
I don't even
an hour and a half. So I think we're about done. The basis is pretty much this guy just couldn't make up his
Yep.
mind. And even if what he said made sense to some of you that agreed with this, which isn't a bad thing, but it's an opinion at the end of the day.
All
And
an
just
opinion.
just like these people, period, just like try to talk like they are speaking facts. They're not
Yeah.
speaking facts.
Yeah,
They're
it's not-
Yeah, my
speaking.
biggest
This is all
problem is when
opinionated.
someone talks like their opinion is fact.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's like that. Why? And before we sign off, Unknown, what do you have to add? Because we are actually at an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's quite a while.
Well, just play the game and have fun. Don't pack your game with mods and take up all of the space. on your
Yeah.
Well,
computer
I
or
mean,
whatever.
You can do
Don't
whatever you
over-
want with your game, but don't be sitting here, talking like
Yeah,
you know
like
the
I
game and
say-
having nothing but modded gameplay, like heavily, not
I
like
just
what I
say-
use.
I just
I-
say, enjoy the game you're playing. Don't overanalyze it. Every game has its flaws, but they try their best. Like this game was made in 2011. This guy's analyzing it in
Like it's
2016.
a fucking game that came out in 2015 or
Like
fucking
this,
the year
yeah,
this
this-
video took place.
this game came out in PS3 era, and it was this good.
They even started,
And
I think,
it's
development
still being-
before the end of the PS3. So they had to work with what the PS3 had.
Yeah,
they started it, I
that's what I'm
think,
saying.
after
I'm
Fallout
saying.
3.
It came out PS3 era, so therefore, if it's still being remade to PS5, that means it was a fucking good game.
Yeah, or remastered, not remade.
Remastered.
Well, you get it. All right, so that was Basic Sandra, Salty Ones, and Unknown, G12, reacting to
Yup.
this video. Power Fantasy isn't bad. Skyrim just couldn't commit to it. You mean
Even
more
though
of
they
like
did.
a word sound and opinion?
They
No, they did.
You mean
Yeah,
like
they
you
did.
couldn't commit to the base game, so you had to mod it too much?
Yeah, he couldn't
Yeah.
commit to playing the vanilla version.
Because it's not your type of game. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all this kind of boils down to. Like, it's
Yeah.
not your type of RPG. Anyway, that's Sacred G, and I do want to thank everybody that's in this video for joining. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace
Yeah.
out.
Peace.
Say it.
Adios.
Good job.